Alright guys, let me do a couple of things and we get ready. I think we're ready to go. So what's happening, my people? What are you saying? Are we getting bigger or are we getting smaller? What we doing? We are doing one or the other. Never anything else. You're either bigger, you're getting bigger or you're getting smaller. Doesn't matter what you're doing. If you're getting bigger or getting smaller, as long as you agree and you agree with what's happening with your body, um, whatever. For sure, I need an haircut. That is a fact. But apart from that, I feel extremely strong. I feel good. Today I had a different session from usual because all my stuff is outside. You know, I live in the woods, you can say. So all my stuff is there exposed to the elements. During the winter, I cover them up. You can't really train outdoor here; it's too rough. But or perhaps for a couple of months during the winter, to be honest, maybe you can't train outside like 10 months out of 12. Probably, yeah. If you want to, I guess you can all year long, all year round. But anyway, so today, because it was raining, I had to train inside. I had to train inside the house. So I brought the little bench inside. I got two dumbbells, and I got it going old school. 2 dumbbells and a man. Old school. I love that type of workout. 2 dumbbells and a man. That's it. If you know what you're doing, it's gonna work out. You know. And what I did is this. I started off with incline flies. No, I'm lying. Yes, no, I'm not lying to you. Incline flies. And because today is different than what I usually do, right? I don't want to go super hard with the weights because I might get hurt because I'm not too familiar with a workout, right? So you got to be extremely careful and lower the weights a little bit. And then if you feel it, then you can always add it, right? So I didn't attack in terms of weights the session today. But dumbbell flies, I do them all the time, also outside, so it doesn't change anything. So dumbbell flies with 11 kg, focusing on range of motion, slow negative, right? So imagine I'm on an incline, right, bench, and I'm trying to open, right? I'm keeping my shoulders nice and low. I'm trying to find my stretch, right at the bottom, and then I close with strength, right? Driving with the elbows. The secret is to focus on the motion of the elbow. It's the elbow that has to come in to create that squeeze and goes out to create that stretch, right? It's always about stretch and squeeze, right? And so I did that. 11 kg is a low weight for me, right? I can do a little bit higher. But hey, like I said, I wanted to change. I said, I'm going to do it indoor. I'm going to just switch around. All right, I'm lost in life. I feel like I'm not there. No, why do you feel like that? Relax, man. Life is good, man. I'm sure I don't have anything to comment there, but it's too delicate as a subject. But let's train, right? Let's train. You feel 100 times better. Start feeling better, looking better, and when you look good, you feel good, and when you feel good, you do good. It's as simple as that, right? So start training, start eating healthy, start drinking water, and let's go. The past is the past. Now we're here. Do you know what I mean? The past is the past, whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? Whatever. It's all meant to be forgotten anyway. Regardless, right? So let's go. It's time to train. It's the perfect time of the year, in my opinion. Summer is coming, right? For European, perhaps, right? And it's time to go, guys. It's time to shine. It's time to shine. Slowly but surely, little changes, little things. It's not too complicated. It's not true that it's complicated. Oh, well done, well done, well done. Look, I'm starting a little Discord where I'm creating this community where obviously it's still very little because I'm starting, but it's a community where people can exchange training tips, workouts, sessions, nutrition tips, and a bunch of stuff like that. They're kind of an easygoing environment where if like, yes I am, tell me something I don't know, brother. The link is on my channel description. If you go to my channel, sorry about that, like, yeah, it's very easy. You go to my channel description, you click on it. It's $9.99 a month. Just, you know, I'm doing this every day. I'm not getting anything out of it, obviously. It's passion, it's no problem. But yeah, it's $9.99. I think it's fair. I got a lot of experience. I qualified more than 10 years ago. Or maybe just 10 years. I can't really, I think it's either 2014 or 2016 or I don't know. But anyway, around that time I qualified, you know, and I've been studying since then. I've competed. I used to do triathlon. I've trained a lot. I've worked a full-time personal trainer in London for 2 years, but I wasn't attached to a gym. I was using, it's just different, you know. If you're attached to a gym, obviously you get the clients from the subscribers to the gym, but I was like freelance. I rented a little studio and I would through ads and things like that, Facebook and stuff like that, and words of mouth, I got loads of clients. So yeah, I got some experience. So yeah, check it out and shout me because I'm always there. You know, with the obviously with the prize you get me, my knowledge and my coaching, and you know. Hello everyone, I'm liking this. Yeah, please subscribe and like. I was saying about my session that. So I did that. I had the incline flies with the dumbbells, 11 kg. That felt good. I felt strong. Obviously, it wasn't a height weight, but I focus on range of motion. I focus on breathing on the negative phase on the motion. So you create that vacuum. When you sync the breathing with the motion, you create a vacuum, right? Try to believe it. So what I do is, when I'm, in the case of the flies, right, when the weight is coming down, right, towards the floor, let's say, that's my negative phase, right? So I'm opposing strength to that resistance that wants to go, yeah, with the gravity down. So I'm opposing myself to it, right? And I am lengthening it. I'm lengthening that time of attention purposely. And while I'm doing it, I'm breathing in. Because while I'm breathing in, I'm basically loading myself to perform the positive side of the motion, which is the closing, right? In this case, of the flies. Or for instance, for the push movement, right? Obviously the positive is my push, right? My negative would be my hands, the weight coming back, right, to me in the case of a flat bench press, right? So while the weight is coming down towards me, I'm breathing in. And while I'm breathing in, you realize you feel really do feel the muscles stretching when you sink the breathing. It's easier to create that muscle mind connection when you sync the breathing to the motion. So a negative phase, I'm breathing in. All right, I allow a little break at the bottom, allow blood to go through my chest in this position, in a very stretched position. I'm allowing blood to go in there. And then in it, boom, I push out with the breathe out. When I'm breathing out, you should empty your lungs at the end of the motion and you feel the squeeze on the top, right? That will give you a massive pump. You won't need to do 30 reps. Probably you do less than half of them because it's very intense, but it's great for building mind muscle connection, which is crucial for muscle development. It's fundamental actually. And reason being, a lot of people, I do not think that people don't achieve results because they talk on the phone during their breaks and they chat with one another during the breaks. I'd rather people chatting with one another in a gym than in a pub or, under a bridge. Do you know what I'm saying? I think it's a good environment. I think they don't get results because they never got that mind-muscle connection that is fundamental. So when they train, they go through the motion, right? When you go through the motion, you fail into sending blood in excess to a designated area through that breathing. You have to send blood to a certain area on purpose, right? I'll give you another example. When I do lateral raises, my lateral raises, yeah, and everybody's a scientist about lateral raises. To me, lateral raises, for me, to get a connection with the deltoids, I can't do them both together, right? I can't do them both together. I can't find the muscles. I can't find the muscle, right? I probably will get there, but at the moment, I don't find the muscle. I execute the exercise still, but I did not find the muscle, right? And if you don't find the muscle, you're wasting your time. So what I realize is that if I do them single arm, sure, I can focus more. My nervous system is focused on one arm only. Way less work for me, for the nervous system, right? Way less. I can really kind of look at my deltoids while I do it. Breathe in, breathe out, slowly but surely. I'm creating, I feel it much, much better, much, much better. And keep doing that, it will allow me to create more muscle. The more the muscle develop, the more mind connection will be, right? So I just need to have patience, really, and so yeah, I can't do them both together, guys. It doesn't work for me. What can I say? I love for shoulders also the shoulder presses, but the Larry Scott variation. For people who don't know who Larry Scott is the first ever Mr. Olympia. He won 1965 and 1966. He was a huge man for the time, massive man for the time, massive arms for the time and for all the time. One of the best arms ever. And he would do for the shoulders this movement, right? He will do the rotation. See if I can catch the arm. So from here, it will get you to rotate. See what is happening to my wrist. Rotate your wrist and come in behind the head. Today they tell you don't go behind the head, don't go behind the head. Old school bodybuilders would go behind the head all the time. They would do pushes behind the head. They would do all sorts of things. And I think it's great to maintain that flexibility if you don't lose it. And I was a victim of this. and I was a victim of it. I would avoid, for years I avoided flies, I avoided behind the head, I avoided dips, I avoided all those things because I found them awkward for my shoulders. They were awkward to me because I lacked the flexibility and I lacked the strength to perform. But if I am allowed, by my biomechanics, I am allowed to do the motion, and I am physically, I can express strength through this motion, I should be able to do it, right? So slowly but surely, I rebuilt my confidence. I did a lot of work, bit by bit, and now I can dip, I can do flies, I can do all sorts of things. My shoulders are fine, because it's all down to strength at the end of the day and emotion. If you don't ever do it, you will lose it, right? Most shoulders injuries are due to the fact that people like the front, right? You don't look in the mirror and see your back, right? You look in the mirror and see your chest, you see your arms, right? You see your biceps. So people do a lot of pushings. Pushing closes, you see? Creates this closing when you push. The reason why old school bodybuilders used to do push and pull in a superset fashion. Because if I'm pulling like a maniac, right? If I'm pushing like a maniac in a superset fashion, I want to be pulling because I want balance. I want to pull it from one side and I want to pull it from the other side. Muscles are always pulling, by the way. It's you pushing and pulling. The muscles only pull, right? So I want to challenge that muscle from the opposite angle. So I'm pushing now, I'm going to pull, right? To keep it balanced out. If I don't do that, I just push, 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 push. I'll be walking around like this, first and foremost, right? I'm going to be walking around like this. And as soon as I'll need to open, I'm going to have all sorts of problems because now everything is very tight. Blood hasn't been going there. Because when everything is tight, truly, is blood can't go there. That's it, right? And then you get pain, right? And you get soreness, you get all sorts of things. So it's important when you push, you pull, right? To maintain the balance. It's common sense. It's very logical. But if you don't know until you know, right? It's common sense when you know it. Yeah. If you don't know it, it's not that common sense. I understand it. So that's what I did today. I usually go to the pull-up bar, but obviously I was inside today. So after the incline flies, I went for the opposite motion. Okay. Bend over rows, right? Sorry, bend over flies, right? Where I literally just do the opposite thing. I'm pushing in this fashion, driving with the elbows, right? Getting that rotation in. It's not a forward motion. It's a rotation, right? It's different. Now I want to do the same. Bend over and pull. Creating that rotation, driving with the elbow, maintaining the angle of the elbow, and looking for that contraction behind me, right? To balance out. And it makes huge sense, and it'll give you a massive pump because you pump up the front, you pump at the back. And it's awesome. And you find yourself walking up straight. Yeah, all of a sudden, you're walking up nice and proud. You can't do it. I can't walk like this. I am extremely uncomfortable. I just can't do it, right? Because you open up when you balance things out, right? Join the Discord. Let's go. I can coach you. I'm a qualified trainer. I don't mess around. Bang. $9.99 a month, guys. All my knowledge, my coaching, $9.99. What are you going to do? We exchange things. I want to talk to thousands of people. I want to just talk to all. I want to connect people all over the world. Just talking training. Talking training. We can learn so much. You know, do this exercise like this. Let me send you a little link for the video. Can you imagine? Because let me tell you this here. This fitness journey, right, is not written in a book, right? Elements of it are written in books, right? But the vast majority of this is personal experience, right? Trial and errors, a continuous understanding of the body, because my body this year react in a way, next year it won't react the same way, because every year you're different, right? So you can't, so it's a continuous evolution. So I think a good Discord where people just exchange opinion. Maybe you stuck, you're like, you're from a little town, there's 2 gyms, right? There's 2 same personal trainers. You really don't want, you know what I mean? You really would want a different outlook, a different view, a different workout, a different thing. That this could do it for you. You could exchange your opinion with a guy from the other side of the world, right? And get benefit from it, right? And create friendships maybe, or just training partners. It's awesome. In my opinion, it's awesome. I'm always there. Shout me. Subscribe to it, and let's go. Because the summer is coming. I don't know what you guys are doing. I'm taking this thing seriously, man. So after the flies, like I said, bend over flies. Then I went into incline press, right? I always use that. So rather than going out like this, I'm actually simulating, but with a different angle, because the bar is a straight angle, right? But with the dumbbells, I can change the angle, and it's more natural for the shoulders, and boom, straight lines, incline, dumbbell bench press. I got a good pump out of it. I'm not gonna lie, I got a good pump out of it. And guess what I did as a superset? Standing row, opposite, absolutely the same thing, but I'm pushing the other way around to balance out, right? And that was great to me. What else did I do? Obviously I did sets, right? I did sets, I did a couple of things. So these 2 gave me good upper body pump, good upper body pump. And then I moved on to arms, right? And arms, I did concentration curl, still with the 11 kg. I could have gone higher. But I love the fact that I got this gap for my next session. I'm not rushing. I can make 10 kg feel 30 kg. It's not the weight. Right? If it's a lighter weight, hold it for a little longer. See what happens. Right? You find a way to make 5 kg feel 20 kg in a particular exercise. Anyway, so concentration curls, standing dumbbell, obviously, bicep curl, obviously. And to me, I've watched, because this is the way my brain works, yeah. Arms, how do I find out really and truly from somebody with experience how to get bigger arms, right? Because in my world, yeah, I don't want to listen to a guy that don't have big arms. I want to hear it from somebody that have 28 inches arms. I want to know, how did he do it? Because he wasn't born with those arms like that, right? So so I watched the best, I learned from the best, I studied the best, right? So ideally I should do the preacher curls, but I don't have a way to do preacher curls. So I just make sure that my elbows are nice and out, that I close, that there is a rotation of my wrist. It's crucial, the rotation of the wrist, for a good peak. Learn from the best. Rotation of the wrist on the top for the peak. It's crucial. So I did that. Obviously, not supersetting. So I did like 4 or 5 different movements with the biceps. I really got them to like explode. And then I went to triceps. Triceps, overhead, right? Skull crush, dumbbell skull crush. Tremendous work magic for me. With a good extension, right? Boom, I love it. I really do. And what else? Because I'm limited with the triceps. I'm limited. So I think I did these 2 movements, but I did quite a few sets. Do you know what I mean? And I really got a good pump out of it. And again, the triceps is a funny muscle still for me. I don't have a great mind-muscle connection with it. So I really have to focus to find it. But I am finding it slowly but surely. And I'm creating this good connection. I don't want to ever go through the motion. I might as well I don't believe in going through the motion. A lot of people get massive, just pushing weights around. For me, for my style, for the way I see things, it's not the most effective. To me, it's down to contraction and stretch. So that's what muscles do, right? They stretch, they pull, they contract. That's what they do, right? So you got to challenge them there. Hello South Africa and hello south of Italy. Please like and subscribe. If you're into fitness and you're looking for a coach with tons of experience that doesn't mess you about, that doesn't ask you to buy anything. I'm not selling anything other than my service, my experience, my knowledge, right? Join my Discord. We just talk training. I'm not trying to sell you my protein shake. Rubbish. I'm not trying to sell you nothing at all. I'd rather say, actually, stay away from peptides, steroids, and all those things, protein shakes and all that crap. You don't even know what's inside those things, right? Don't even go there, right? You can get big through good healthy nutrition. You can get a lot of satisfaction out of it. Give yourself a chance to do it without it, right? Give yourself a chance. You will look tremendous. If you're competing, like, you know what, I want to compete, I want to do this, then it's another story. Because then it becomes a kind of, if you compete, it's different. Obviously, if you take steroids to compete at a competition in a small town that nobody knows, well, is it worth it? So it's got to be worth it as well. I see there is a space for things, for enhancers. There is space for them, for sure. But not for the normal guy. Not for me, not for a normal guy. That is not training to perform. It's not training to appear in any particular way. Enjoy the journey. Do you know what I'm saying? But keep training. But you got to start training. Because if you don't take those things, things people don't understand, right? Right, there's millions of people now that use steroids, yeah? But you don't see all these Mr. Olympians walking around, right? They are so common now, steroids. You walk into any gym, there's going to be a guy that's going to be able to find you some, right? Anywhere in the world. They are so common. You actually don't even need to. All you need is to talk to a mate. He will tell you about a website, and that's it. It's ridiculous, right? But again, all these people taking all these steroids, they don't look like Mr. Olympia to me. They don't look like they godlike figures to me. So it's not true that you take steroids, you get big. You take steroids, you look rubbish, actually. If you don't train correctly, you're going to look even worse. Because you're going to bloat you. You're going to have health issues. So those things is like... it's an extra thing that will allow you to perform better on the weights, will allow you to recover faster, will allow you to eat more, will allow you to do so many crazy things. But if you don't, absolutely, right, exploit those things, and you take them, and you take full advantage of it, but just take steroids and you train just like that with your mates, they're terrible for you. They will destroy you. You look horrible. You will feel yourself inactive because you got to express those things. You got to spread them out. You have to work them out. You can't just take them and, you know, and go to the gym and chat with the boys. And then, of course, you're going to get a little bit bigger if you're moving weights around, right? But what's the flipping point? You would have looked that big anyway in a little bit longer, right? So I don't see it. I don't understand it, because I learned how to, because of, I guess, my background in endurance competition, where I used to be out for 10 hours, 12 hours and stuff. I enjoyed the journey. You know, I enjoy the fact that now I want to put some muscles on. Right? It's going to take some time. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to be training. I'm going to be eating healthy. I'm going to be super great. I'm going to see my body move, change. I'm going to take my time. I got no appointments to attend to. You know, I'm chilling. You know, I don't put pressure. Pressure is another thing. Save your money, guys. You know, save your money. Save your money. Don't. And I guess this what I'm worried, because there is some kind of awareness about steroids. Still, people take them like without even thinking about it. You know, people take steroids in a crazy way, but everybody knows they're dangerous. Do you know what I mean? Everybody plays with fire. With these peptides thing, the way they are being advertised at the moment, that like nobody knows if they have side effects. Nobody knows if they have the same side effect of steroids. Nobody knows nothing. Everything is completely new. They give you, probably, they say, a lot of placebo effect. Placebo is crazy. Placebo is crazy because it's the power of the mind. Placebo effect tells you the power of believing in something. You get a pill that's got nothing in it. You believe it works, and it flipping works. It's magical. It's the power of the mind, you know. But again, those things, nobody really knows, right? So, again, if you're looking for an environment where nobody takes anything like that, or perhaps people want to take this their own business, I don't judge. You do you. You do you. I'm happy with you doing you. This is my opinion. But I can have dinner with the person with the a completely different opinion from me. I don't mind that. But me personally, yeah, I'm going all natural. Obviously, you can see it, and I feel stupid even mentioning it. I don't think there will be, you know, any reason even to say it. I hate that. Like, so. I like the challenge, I like the struggle, I like the aches, and I like the effort. I like it. I like how I feel afterwards. I feel very energetic. I feel very good. Today something strange happened. Like, I worked out. I really worked out. Like, I put some kind of intensity into it. And then I had my food, I rested a little bit. I found a second wind, like I could have trained this afternoon as well, but so I ate some abs. I did some abs, and that was me for the day. But then I after the arms, I attacked the shoulders. That is my last thing after. And again, like I said before, it's been a long time now, but I realized that for me, because shoulders are funny. People say they are stubborn muscle. I don't believe in that. I believe all muscles are the same. I believe they are difficult to create that mind-muscle connection because it's not that obvious. Bicep is obvious. Triceps is still obvious. Shoulders is not that obvious. It's not that direct, right? To me, perhaps it's not that direct as a connection. It's the angle, it's everything. So single arm for me, I stick my hands out, I drive it with the elbow, keep a strong hand, and I go with it, and I really do feel the pump. I feel the muscle. I actually look at the muscle while I do the thing. That helps me even more, and it feels great. It feels great. And I did that. Then obviously I did the shoulder shrug, and I think that was me for the day. That was me for the day. And today I felt good on the weights. And then I somewhere in the session I threw a, obviously I don't remember the sequence, but I did dips. I love the dip. I love the pump that dips give me. I love it. I just feel myself lifting. You do the dips, you get off of it, you feel like, because it engages so much muscles. I say it in every flipping episode. Dips are the squats of the upper body, right? So you gotta incorporate dips. You have to. You can't. You don't have to. That's my opinion, right? Do your own research. But like I'm saying is, you can't eliminate that range of motion. It's just not right. You have to test those waters and get that range of motion and work through it. Get some good stretches. I like the fact that people keep pushing, their shoulder hurts, they go to the physio, right? They get it. I don't even know what they do, to be honest. And then they keep pushing only, and no range of motion. You think going to the physio obviously is helpful, is an addition. I'm not saying anything negative about physio, but I think it's doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that. No, brother. No, brother. Strength is required. Strength is required. Right? From every angle. So you gotta go on those dips and do them. Maybe you do it with the assisted machine, with the dips machine, but eventually you gotta get that range of motion in. You will realize that, oh my God, my shoulders don't hurt no more. That impingement I had, it's not there no more. Because you open it up, you allow blood from all different directions. Because now you are, the shoulder is strong from every angle, right? From this angle with the chest, this angle from this angle from that, and then from that angle from the dips. From all angles, you have to attack the shoulder, right? Or perhaps the shoulder joint, you can't flipping just use the shoulder to do this, right? This thing is gonna get stuck like this one day. You're gonna have all range of motions. Crucial, my brothers and sisters and my people. Guys, join the Discord, man. I can coach you, I can train you. I'm very meticulous with the technique, with posture, with position, with the breathing. People, when they very often to me happen that when I train people, they tell me, nobody ever told me this before. Like 90% of the time, right? Because coaches, this is about the breathing, it's something that I got to it by myself. There's nobody mentioned it. Not that often, perhaps. Professional bodybuilders don't mention it that much. I heard Robbie Robinson mention it loads of time. But they all do it, right? They don't talk about it. Maybe it comes out, it's too obvious. I don't know. But I realize that for most people it's not obvious, because you can find yourself doing biceps like this, like a completely apnea bicep, no engagement at all. Nothing has really happened. You know, you just creating tension. Probably you're gonna get, you know what I mean, injuries from. So good breathing. That will allow us blood to go in a particular area. So this is my pillars: breathing, range of motion, consistency, repeat. That's it. Breathing, range of motion, consistency. That's it. That's all. That is all. Simple as that. What do you guys think? Yeah, buddy. So now I take 3 days off at least, or 4 days off. I'll see how I feel. But at least 3. 3 days off. I'm 40. I don't have to be anywhere particularly. I don't have to look in a particular way. I don't need to do anything. This is passion. For me, for my own body. I train people, but that's another story. But for me, I don't have to look in a particular way. Right? So, no pressure. So I'm taking my time. Putting some decent muscle on. Being relaxed and being chilled is crucial for anything in life, but also for muscle development. Everything kind of stopped. The body just kind of stopped when there's too much stress. Right? People stop going to the toilet. The body just shut down when there's too much tension. When you're nice and cool and relaxed, you don't have any pressure, you work better. You work with time, not against it. And it's awesome. It is awesome. So I hope I get some new Discord subscribers so we can start this journey. We can start this community and get it going. And we get bigger. You're gonna learn so much, because a lot of it is common sense. A lot of it, I think that actually you have to learn, like mechanics of the body, because you don't have the time to either study or maybe to stay there half an hour, rotate your wrist, see what happened to your bicep, right? You need somebody that tells you, that knows. Look, if you do the rotation with the right, if you do this, is the, you know, it's the brachial, it's a lot of things that you don't have the time to figure out yourself. You don't have the time to know how to target the upper chest, mid chest, and lower chest. You don't have that type of time. You need somebody that tells you what's the exercise to challenge those, right? Put them up for you. And you just execute, right? You just execute. Because yeah, man, I mean, this is what I'm saying, right? Because if, going back to the steroids thing, that is kind of, to me, if you take steroids, you have to look awesome. You have to look like you're pro, even if you're not. If you take steroids, you got to look like a pro now. You're dancing with the devil, right? So it's on you now. You got to look amazing now. Because you announced. If you announce and you look rubbish, damn, bro, that's proper bad. If you take steroids, you walk around with a belly, bro. Come on, man. It's just wrong, right? So I'm not against steroids. I feel like if you take them, then your expectation has to be much, much higher. And now you force yourself to make it way more serious than what it actually is. It's not serious. This is to, you know what I mean, to gain some. I'm white, pale, man. If I had a little bit of time, you will see more the things. But I'm I need to catch some sun in my arms for sure. But I'm getting there, guys. I'm not rushing. Uh, it's awesome. Today I had a good steak. Today I had a pre-workout. I had 3 eggs, rice, some olive oil. I'm like, rice cakes, right? It's always the same. 500 calories. Easy peasy. I digest them in an hour and a half. I'm ready to perform, man. I'm ready to go. Half an hour later I eat. I start drinking my water. I start sipping. Eventually, I drink about half a liter, right? Or 75 cl of water. And that will allow me to burp, digest my food, my breakfast. And once I got those burps going, I'm ready to rock and roll. I really am ready. I feel awake, feel good. So I get some motion in, I get some rotation of the hips, a rotation of the shoulders, and I get it going. So about an hour and a half before my workout, 2 hours, 1 hour, 2 hours ideally. More room I have, better is. Right? I have my breakfast, which is carbs, fat, and proteins, right? Half an hour after I have my breakfast, I start drinking my water. That will help my digestion, right? And with the bloating and everything. Then I work out. As soon as I finish workout, I lower my heart rate. I hit the shower. I got my food ready. And in that case, will be more calories. And I would have basmati rice, so white rice, basmati, about 100 grams uncooked, which is like 200 grams cooked, which is approximately 350 calories. And then today, because I didn't have time, because life is what it is, right? With the kids and everything, you know. I work, believe it or not, you know what I mean? It's busy. I put 3 eggs in there. That sets me up to 8, 16, 24, 240, from 350, almost 600 calories, 590 calories. And that is good for me, 590 calories. How old do you think I am? Well, it doesn't matter. Usually, teenagers ask the age. Teenagers. Are you a teenager? So I did the session, right? I did the workout. And at around 2 o'clock, I'm sitting at 1,100 calories, pretty much. Then after that, I had a steak. I was joking, obviously, man. I was joking. Paul Denino. I am 40. You know, 41 this year, if I'm honest. And yeah, I've been training for some time, yeah. Are you training? What are we doing? Guys, please like, because I got like, let's like. What does that even mean? What's your opinion in the army? Guys, we're talking about training. I like the way they train. Armies, they train all right. Navy SEALs, all those people, they do crazy things. I find them fascinating. Thank you, bro. You look good too. Oh, you thought I was 33. Thank you, bro. Yeah, man. Do you have a coach? If you don't have a coach, join my Discord. $9.99 a month. I coach you through. I'm a qualified trainer. I love this thing. $9.99, bro. It's not gonna be $9.99 forever. As soon as I go some decent amount of subscribers, I will have to raise the price. This is for the beginning of the thing. You know? I love that. Guys, let's get to the Discord, man. What's $9.99? Seriously. so we can share training tips. Powerlifting, I love that. I love that thing. I love it. I watch strongmen's all the time. Do you watch strongman competitions? I love it. I don't know. I find like sometimes you ever happen to you, you find yourself, you observe yourself doing something. And that's weird because me being on the sofa just looking at watching big man moving things around, proper big man, like very big man, like especially big individuals throwing things in the air, lifting cars, pushing buses. I'm like, what's wrong with me? But I find it extremely fascinating. You're a lightweight, so what's that? What's that lightweight? What's the range for a lightweight? Yeah, man. I'm a massive fan of Eddie Hall, obviously, the English guy. Thor, right? Is that his name? Massive guy as well. And then there's an American dude. I like a bunch of them. I, I like a bunch of them. And I mean, don't mean to be like that, but you, for some reason, I talk for me, right? For some reason, when I see a big, big man like that, like very big, I don't expect him for some reason to be super smart or super sharp, right? I'm not gonna lie to you. But then you watch interviews when they talk about their training, and you're like, damn, these men are not just massively bigger than me, they're also incredibly smarter than me. So there was some kind of genetic problem here along the line for sure. Because how can they be that smart and that big at the same time? Is that true? Is that correct? Is that right? Right? Do you know what I mean? But that's what they are. Incredibly fascinating characters. They train in an insane way. I guess that career can only be short. Like, I don't know, but I don't think like you can power lift for 20. You can do whatever you want, but there's an element in powerlifting of danger, right? It's extremely extreme. Yeah. Yeah, man. Powerlifting is for strength. Yeah. Yeah. That's why if you look at powerlifters, right, you will see that they're massive, but they don't have the definition of the bodybuilders, but they're stronger. How is that possible? Because the definition comes from movement, range of motion, control. Do you know what I'm saying? Another type of training where the powerlifters, they just eat, they are naturally massive people to start with. They eat like animals, like 5 people, and they lift like 10 people altogether. And they just lift heavy stuff. They focus on deadlift, squats, bench press. They don't even do incline. Flat bench press. Gangster. Do you know what I'm saying? Gangsters. And what else do they do? You know, powerlifters just. What do you mean you can go gym and open stream? Explain that to me. So what is the movement? Tell me something. How much do you lift? Like, what's your bench press? How much? Would you bench press? And tell me also your squat. Tell me your things, your squats, your deadlift, and your bench press. The benchmark. You know what I mean? I like deadlifting. I don't do them as often, but I do them because I don't want to lose any range of motion. I don't want to lose any motion. 110 kg bench press. So what's your weight, my friend? Did you tell me your weight then? Lightweight. So what's that? What's the weight? The weight to have an idea. So what's your weight? So 110 kg again. It's got to be related to your body, right? If you're 100 kilos man, right? Yeah. But it's a good, like, I can't do 110 kg bench press. I can't do that. You know? So well done, bro. Very well done. There was the squat. I love Ronnie. Ronnie Coleman is one of my favorite, like, of all time, but also as a character. He's such a nice man. He's got this tiny voice. Like, how can you be that big and have that tiny voice? How's that possible? The world works in such a strange way, you know. And such a sweetheart of a man as well. Very gentle, very well mannered. I love Ronnie Coleman, man. A lot of tribulation lately, but he's keeping it together and gracious. I love people like that. Ronnie Coleman, I'm a fan, like 100%, 100%. Squat 150 kg, that's decent, bro. But I have to know how much you weigh to understand, to have a reference. Anyway, 150 kg is a lot, bro. Well done. That's decent, bro. What's your deadlift then? Squat 150 kg. But are you training with do you train with somebody? What do you mean, in my body or your what do you mean best thing in your body, big shoulders? Hundred and 80 kg is solid, man. My friend, well done. See, I'm happy. When I hear people doing well, I'm happy. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not like, I'm happy, genuinely happy for others. And to be honest with you, bros, when you start being happy for others, man, because being bitter, jealous, like, he does this, he does that, it's not good, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's not good to be jealous, to be envious, to be bitter. Bro, is that something you carry yourself, not the person you're jealous of. You know, you carry that jealousy. So to me, I'm always happy for others. And when I hear somebody deadlifting 180 kg, I'm happy, bro. That's excellent. What you mean don't go gym? I don't go to the gym. I train from home because I work from home, right? So I take my breaks and I train, you know? I can't go to the gym. But I got a squat rack, pull-up bar. I got like 150 kg in total. I got a couple of bars. I got dumbbells. I got things. I got things. I'm ready. I got bench. I got things to put some damage. Do you know what I'm saying? I got tools to work out. Definitely. Although, yeah, this winter for sure, I'm gonna sign up to a gym. Probably just January, February, and March, because it gets rough outside during the winter. You know, it gets rough. Everything is frozen. You know what I mean? You can't really train. But yeah, probably so maybe 3 months. December, January, and February. I sign up to a gym. It's good, so good also to shock the body and do a lot of bulk, right? Like during that time, I usually eat like an animal, and I love it. And I'm gonna bulk up a little bit, and then like usual, I'm gonna cut. And every year, you added a piece to the masterpiece, you know. What does that mean, bro? The best group in exercise is 3 in 15. The best group in exercise. Explain that to me, man. Do you mean 3 sets of 15? Is that what you mean? No, brother. No, my man. I'm not Arabic, man. I'm not Arabic. Brother, did you look up the Discord? Check it out, man. Check it out. Let's go. Let's train. Would you live in Egypt? Or would you live? Do you follow from Egypt? Never been. I want to go, man. I want to see the pyramids. I want to see the aliens. I want to see everything. You know what I'm saying? I want to see those things. Guys, I'm going to say bye-bye. I think I broke it down quite well today. Yeah, I covered what I wanted to cover, but the shoulders, that I don't believe they are stubborn. I think they're just difficult to connect with. Very difficult. And people don't have patience. People just want to go through the motion, lift weights around, and hope for the best. So guys, no man, I'm tired. I wanna, it's 10 p.m. here. It was a long day. I've been speaking for the past hour in a row. So I gotta go. I'm gonna have a little snack now, some vegetables and other things. And I'm gonna enjoy this 3 days off from training. I'll see you guys tomorrow if you wanna join. I'm here every day. And we'll see where we're going. Right? Yeah. It's 10 p.m. here, yeah. Anyway, man, I'll go and visit Egypt, for sure. I want to see the pyramids, man. I want to see all those things, man. Guys, I'll see you tomorrow, right? I wish you a good night. God bless. And I'll see you on my Discord, yeah? Let's start training together, guys. I'm passionate. Have a good night. Take it easy. Ahmed, we'll speak tomorrow, my brother, okay? Salam alaikum. Bye-bye. Ciao, ciao.